A new Star Trek comic geared toward children is set to launch in 2023, according to a panel discussion at New York Comic Con 2023 earlier this month by IDW Publishing. IDW's Eisner-nominated main Star Trek series and Star Trek Defiant title served as the inspiration for the 4-part miniseries Star Trek Sons of Star Trek. Written by Morgan Hampton, Star Trek Sons of Star Trek follows Jake and Alexander, the spacefaring sons of Benjamin Sisko and Wolf, as they discover a curious dimension of uncharted possibilities populated by other Star Trek luminaries. The artwork is done by Angel Hernandez and Jake Bartok, providing the main cover. After Karless' terrifying day of blood, Jake Sisko finds it difficult to fit in with his family now that they're back together, and his father Benjamin Sisko has saved the galaxy once more. Meanwhile, Alexander Rozhenko is healing both psychologically and emotionally after his time spent as a devoted disciple of Karless. Alexander's actions during the brutal coup have haunted him, and he is uncertain if he will ever be able to make up for the destruction he caused, even though his father, Worf, was able to break him away from the Red Path cult. Jake and Alexander are thrown into another reality where they follow in their father's footsteps to become stars in Starfleet, entwining their stories. Jake and Alexander discover that they may have more in common than they realize when they run into other children of Starfleet legends while serving as officers on board the USS Burton. One of the participants in the Milestone Initiative Talent Development Program was writer Morgan Hampton, whose first significant DC project was the reboot of Cyborg. Star Trek is a franchise that has rewired my DNA and provided me a sense of comfort amongst its characters and stories, Hampton said in a statement. I can't wait to return some of that energy to this world. Together with Angel, I'm writing a novel that will surprise, delight, and amaze readers with characters who aren't typically in the spotlight. Star Trek fans, old and new, will discover the same endearing quality at its core. The ability to contribute a wrinkle to this amazing universe is a dream come true. On March 13, 2024, Star Trek Sons of Star Trek #1 will begin the Alt Dimension action. Meanwhile, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 is official, and after the cliffhanger in Season 2, fans are eagerly awaiting for Season 3. Let's see all the latest information on Star Trek Strange New World Season 3. When a spin-off of a classic like the Star Trek series is well done, polished, and compelling, it's a big relief. Particularly when that franchise has 12, yeah, you heard that correctly, 12 equivalent series, and that show stands out in the franchise. As a prelude to the first and most well-known Star Trek television series, Star Trek Strange New Worlds follows Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, as he guides his crew on the USS Enterprise through the cosmos. An astonishing success in an era when so many series get lost in the streaming shuffle is that the show, which debuted in 2022, has gained fans with each subsequent season, while receiving high praise from critics from the start. Here is what we currently know about the third season of the epic interstellar adventure, which was just announced shortly after the Season 2 finale. When is Star Trek 3 going to be released? It makes sense that fans would be eagerly anticipating Season 3, given how Season 2's conclusion left them wanting more. The third season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds has been delayed due to the ongoing Hollywood strike. Season 3 of SNW was scheduled to start filming on May 2nd, but production was postponed owing to the Writers Guild of America strike, which was announced the same day. The American Actors Union SAG-AFTRA also announced a strike in July in solidarity with writers in the absence of a more equitable contract motivated by the same issues, with compensation and the unsettling use of artificial intelligence by Hollywood companies. Both the WGA and SAG-AFTRA are still on the picket lines as of the release of the Strange New Worlds Season 2 finale on Paramount+, and the Writers Guild strike has now lasted 100 days. The WGA and SAG-AFTRA's joint strike is the first of its kind in 63 years, which is indicative of the entertainment industry's historic turning point. It is hoped that a more equitable agreement would be made for authors and actors so that the creatives who wrote and starred in Star Trek Strange New Worlds be paid fairly. The agonizing wait for a resolution to Strange New Worlds Season 2 cliffhanger only seems to get longer because there doesn't seem to be any conclusion in sight. Since Seasons 1 and 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds were produced concurrently, there was always going to be a little bit of lag between Seasons 2 and 3. Between the end of Strange New Worlds Season 2 filming in July 2022 and the premiere airing on Paramount Plus in June 2023, there was a roughly 11-month lag. According to Trek Movie, the third season of SNW will be filmed between May 2 and September 28, 2023. This shooting schedule reveals that Paramount Plus was planning to release Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 in August or September 2024. The outcome of the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes will determine the new filming schedule for Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It's feasible that SNW will still be released in 2024, possibly with a late November or early December premiere, if the strike is resolved before the fall. The lack of development, however, indicates that viewers will probably have to wait until 2025 to learn what happened to Melanie Scrofano's Captain Batel and the other Enterprise crew members whom the Gorn took hostage. Where can you watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3? Strange New Worlds' first 2 episodes debuted on CBS in 2022, but all subsequent episodes are now available to stream on Paramount+. Likely the third season of the program will also debut on the streaming service connected to CBS. There are 2 levels of Paramount+ subscriptions, Paramount+ Essential and Paramount+. Is Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 trailer available? There won't be a trailer for the third season for some time because filming hasn't started yet. Instead, you can view the show's original trailer for the time being. Production companies for Strange New Worlds include CBS Studios, Secret Hideout, and Roddenberry Entertainment. Paramount Plus handles distribution. Jenny Lumet, Alex Kurtzman, and Akiva Goldman collaborated to conceive the program, and Goldman and Henry Alonso Myers served as co-showrunners. The show's executive producers include Aaron Byers, Heather Kadin, Frank Siracusa, John Weber, Rod Roddenberry, and Trevor Roth, in addition to Kurtzman, Goldman, Lumet, and Myers. Who are the cast of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3? Captain Pike, who is a fan favorite and is portrayed by Anson Mount, is in command once again. As a 2019 cast member of Star Trek Discovery, Mount is no stranger to the Star Trek universe. His other credits include the 2002 thriller Crossroads, starring Britney Spears, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Another figure who appeared in Discovery with Mount was Spock, played by Ethan Peck. Peck contributed to series like 10 Things I Hate About You and Madam Secretary. What's the plot of Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3? There are many possibilities for where Season 3 may take Captain Pike and his crew because the Season 2 ending left many mysteries unsolved. Things immediately returned to being dangerous after the comedy of the previous musical episode, and viewers were finally left with a cliffhanger. Pike had to choose whether to follow the Enterprise's orders to avoid conflict with the Gorn or take whatever action was necessary to save his people when the Gorn, the reptilian humanoid aliens first glimpsed in Star Trek in the 1960s, reappeared. Being the heroically upbeat person that he is, Pike believes he must attempt to save his team. Additionally, he gets the idea that the young Gorn could speak with one another while they are working together, which makes him want to try to save his crew without using force. Although it's uncertain how much of a part the Gorn will play in Season 3, Pike's curiosity about their communication skills may play a significant role in preventing this from happening again. To further add insult to injury, it is discovered that Captain Batel, Pike's love interest, has Gorn eggs implanted in her, and that she might have to give her life to preserve the lives of others. The conclusion does not address this either, which adds another depth to what Season 3 might hold. Will she make it? What happens to the Gorn eggs if that is the case? Star Trek Strange New Worlds has already established several stories for Season 3, in addition to concluding the fate of Captain Batel and the kidnapped Enterprise crew. The main plot will revolve around Nurse Chapel's fiancé Roger Corby's arrival, which will involve Lieutenant Spock, Ethan Peck, in a love triangle. Other significant plotlines introduced in SNW Season 2 are Dr. Joseph Mabenga, Babs Olosan Mukun, and his sinister secrets related to the Klingon War. Lieutenant James T. Kirk's imminent fatherhood, and Kirk's appointment to commander on board the USS Farragut. That's all for now. For more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.